The Carver class of '65 has set an outstanding example of alumni support.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just bringing you greetings from George Washington Carver College and Career Academy. Just wanted to let you guys know that the school is still open. We're doing a lot of things in the school and also inside the community. One of the things that we already is going on is our clothes closet. I just love Class 65, Mr. Hayes, Mr. Hunter, you guys. Basically, Class 65 is always representing George Washington Carver. One of the things that they've done
We spoke with Dr. James Suggs about alternative schools, the future direction of George Washington Carver's College and Career Academy, and more.
I don't necessarily call it an alternative school. I just think we do teaching in an alternative way. Basically, our students, if you look at our students just pretty much, they don't like to learn in the traditional way. In the traditional way, basically, you're sitting down at your desk for 60 minutes or 90 minutes. Our students today, they can't adapt to that old school teaching. So basically, with the way I look at alternative schools, we just teach in an alternative way. Basically, with project-based learning, we don't want our students to get up. We don't want our students to sit down all 60 minutes or all 90 minutes. We want them to get up, focus on more project-based learning, just sitting down instead of just sit and get. We have a total of 3 different programs here. We are a school of programs that falls under the alternative schools umbrella. So let's talk about some of those programs. The first program is the Success Program. Success Program is actually for those students who are inside the neighborhood who wants to go to Carver. When Carver closed down a couple of years ago, this school actually became zoned for Hamilton. But as the Success School program, students in the neighborhood who normally would have been going to Carver are still allowed to go to Carver. So that's actually under the Success Program. The second program is the Alternative School program. Those are for students who have been expelled from their regular high school for numerous offenses. Pretty much how that program works is those students are expelled from their regular school from a certain amount of days, maybe 45 days, maybe 90 days, maybe 180 days. And basically those students will actually come to Carver to serve their expulsion time. And what we try to do is try to mirror their schedule as closest to their home schools as possible while those students are under the state of expulsion. So that's our alternative school program. The third program is our transition program, and that's through juvenile court. And basically, if these students are in juvenile court for a certain amount of days, instead of those students going back to their traditional school, they actually would transition to our school for at least 9 weeks before they actually transition back to their regular high schools. So again, we fall under the alternative school umbrella, but we are a school of different programs. The myth is that all our students are terrible, all our students are bad, but that's nowhere near the case. We have excellent students here. The only difference between our students and a regular school is our students got caught. Basically, I want them to feel like they're coming to the best alternative school in the state. As you look up at the award, you see that we are the best alternative school in the state of Tennessee. We were awarded with exemplary status. We are doing great things. Basically, if you go to anywhere else, any other alternative school in the state of Tennessee, you're going to see I'm the only one I'm going to take my students outside the building. We're doing the exact same things that's going on at Whitehaven, same things that's going on at Melrose, Booker T. Washington. I believe in getting my students outside the building. College tours. We went to Jackson State, we've been to TSU, we've been to Lane, UAPB. Just this past Saturday, we took a busload of students up to Jackson State for the college day. So I believe University of Memphis, Lemoyne, I believe in exposure. Basically, I'm going to take that chance with our students, and I'm definitely going to expose them to what college life is like. So every month, we are taking our students to different college campuses. Also, we focus on internships. We're one of the few schools here in the city to actually offer the employee program. So all our students, we had close to 50 students that had summer jobs here at the school. So they were allowed to come here this summer and actually work and actually get a check by coming to school. We had several young ladies that actually were involved with a program through the Agri Center where they actually were allowed to build drones. So there's a program through UT, and it's like the second year that we actually participate in that program. So basically my thing is, if a student is going to come to Carver, first thing we want to do is we want to actually make sure they get some type of work, get those job readiness skills so they actually can get a job. So if a parent brings their child here, number one, they're going to know they're coming to the best alternative school in the state. But they know we're going to put in hard work. We're going to make sure those students find employment. We will make sure if they want to go to work after college, we will help them find a sustainable job and making at least, my goal is in making at least $15 an hour. Or we're going to try to find them a college of their choice depending on what their career they want to be in. My goal for Carver is pretty much twofold. College readiness, if a student wants to go to college, we want to help those students to actually go to college. But talking to a lot of our students don't want to go to their traditional four-year college. A lot of our students, once they graduate high school, they want to go to work. So my job is, as the principal, is to put those students in a position to go to get a job, to get a career that's going to be sustainable for lifelong living. What I mean by that is, I can get students at jobs at McDonald's or Wendy's, but that's not going to be a career-based type job. If they want to go to work, my job is to make sure they got those skills ready to go to work. And my goal is my motto is, if a student wants to go to work after they leave Carver, I want them to make at least between $15 and $20 an hour. So my job is to get those career readiness skills, to prepare them for that. As far as resources, pretty much just a presence. Again, our doors are always open to people in the Carver community. So just stop by, see what's going on. Dedicate some hours. You know, I want to see faces more than necessarily just money. Just putting in time, because so many of our students actually are from this community. Just seeing faces from the old Carver alumni coming in, dedicating their time, let students know what it was like when they went to Carver. So my thing is just time and having a presence in the building is a good starter. Not like 65. 65 has been we've been over since day one. Class 65 has come in and has stepped foot in the Carver, and it's like they've never left. But far as I'm looking for faces, people who want to come in and volunteer their time, and just let people know that Carver is not closed. Once I became principal of Carver, I always wanted to let everybody know that we're not here to close out the community. It's a community pantry that serves 14 different schools in SCS. Hey, make a long story short, over 40,000 students go to sleep at night hungry. This food pantry is going to allow these students to actually take some food home to eat at night, and also it's going to serve the Carver community. With this pantry, basically, like I say, after this article came out, we actually, the pantry actually opened up last week, and several people from the nursing home next door came and were able to leave with food bags. Again, if somebody's in the street is hungry, you know, we focus on service here at Carver. It's not all about getting. We're about service and giving back. It's one of the things, one of the pillars that we actually work with our students on. It's not always about getting, but it's about giving, and it's about serving. You know, I tell my students about being servant leaders. And actually, it's not what you can get, but it's about what you can give. And basically, that food pantry, we don't have ROTC here at Carver, so we basically turned the armory into a food pantry for the community. I love Carver. I love the community. You got to understand, I grew up, I graduated from Fairleigh High School back in 1993, and actually, Fairleigh is actually now Green Dot School. So the old Fairleigh High School that I went to is gone, similar to what you guys experienced over here at Carver. So the old Carver that you guys went to is also gone. But basically, I wanted to be that bridge between SCS and the Carver community to let you know that I'm still providing the same quality education that you guys received back when you guys went to Carver. So I felt their pain once the school board actually closed the school, and because I understood their pain, I knew what I wanted to go to. What I had my mindset when I was going into Carver of what I wanted to do. And I wanted to let the community know that Carver is not dead. Students in this neighborhood still grace these hallways that you guys went to back in the day. And I'm just here basically to be a liaison between the community and SCS. The school is open. I invite students, parents in the community and students to come by, walk around, observe our classrooms, come in, take a look and see what great things we got going on. And basically, we're still focused on getting our students to college. So don't let the alternative school myth fool you. You know, we have, actually this week I'll be going to visit some of our young men that goes to Lincoln Tech up in Nashville. And we're actually going to be visiting those students, taking them out to eat. These students walked this hallway just last year. They want to be auto mechanics, so we're going to be going up to Nashville this week to check on them, make sure they're doing okay. And we're taking them like a little bag of some things. We're actually going to be giving those students some scholarship money because they went to Carver. So we're going to be taking the money up to them this week and just letting them know that we still got our eyes on them and just be checking on them. And just Carver's always home for them too. We want to do something with all the alumni. We want to actually put an expo together where the different classes could come in and possibly set up some things. Whitehaven High School recently did what's called a career expo where all the alumni from different classes came in and people from the different careers came in and just talked to the students about some of the things about career paths. A lot of prominent people went to Carver and they're doing great things in the community now. Hopefully in the spring we can put this expo together where some of those old alumni will actually come back. We'll have an expo set up, not only just for the students who go to Carver, but probably for the community too. I want to make it a real big thing. Hopefully something to look forward to in the spring.
So take a closer look and find out more about George Washington Carver College and Career Academy. In the final analysis, the spirit of George Washington Carver High School is alive and well. We know that with community and alumni support, the Cobras will keep marching on.